lawsuit is not the only way to resolve a business dispute. My name is Irvin Schein. I'm a litigator at Minden Gross. More and more of my work involves arbitrations rather than conventional lawsuits. Over the last number of years, I've become aware of a number of misconceptions that business people have about arbitrations. One of the more significant myths about arbitration is that it's always cheaper than litigation. The truth is, it can offer a more streamlined process than a lawsuit. An arbitrator can make rules that eliminate things like examinations for discovery and other steps that you would normally take in a lawsuit. That saves money. An arbitrator can also make a decision that says that some of the evidence can go in at the hearing by affidavit rather than having a witness stand there in the witness box like you've seen on TV. That also can save a lot of money. On the other hand, the court system is publicly financed. Arbitrators are privately paid, and they can be expensive. I just finished a 2-week arbitration hearing recently, where the arbitrator's fees alone were almost 6 figures. So arbitration does offer some advantages, but cost is not necessarily one of them. Another myth, and this is somewhat unfortunate, is that arbitrators always call it the way they see it, just like judges do. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Arbitrators are privately paid and they're privately hired by lawyers, and a lot of them seem to think that if they're too aggressive in making their decision, they're never going to get hired again by the lawyer on the losing side. So they try to play a bit of a King Solomon, and that's why it's sometimes difficult to get a clean win in an arbitration hearing. There are a number of consequences that flow from this. Firstly, some lawyers will really load up a claim with a lot of frivolous nonsense because they're playing for a middle ground between 0 and the maximum number they can possibly imagine. Secondly, a really good claim, which would be honored in full by a judge, might get watered down by an arbitrator. So if you've got a very strong claim, you may want to give that some thought and think about whether or not you can avoid arbitration if possible. All in all, arbitrations are becoming more popular, and we're doing more and more of this kind of work in our commercial litigation group. We've got experience, we've got talent. We're good at this work. Call us.